They called her, the ghost, on the night shift. Quiet, small-framed, always moving with purpose but never raising her voice. The new nurse kept her hair tightly bound, her sleeves rolled just enough to reveal forearms marked with faint scars no one bothered to ask about. To the others, she was just another transfer, too calm, too reserved, too forgettable. The mocking started subtly, eye rolls when she double-checked charts, smirks when she corrected a dosage without hesitation. One senior nurse laughed openly when she jogged up the stairs instead of taking the elevator. "Relax," she said, "this isn't boot camp." The quiet nurse only nodded and kept going. 3 weeks into her assignment, the hospital went into controlled panic. An unidentified patient had been rushed in after a classified training accident offshore. He was heavily guarded, unconscious, and bleeding internally. The chart listed no name, only a code and the words, "Do not delay." Doctors argued over procedures. The patient's vitals were erratic, his breathing shallow. The trauma lead hesitated. One wrong move could kill him. The quiet nurse stepped forward. "He's not stabilizing because his diaphragm is partially paralyzed," she said evenly. "Likely nerve compression from a rapid water extraction. If you intubate now, you'll worsen it." The room went silent. "And how would you know that?" The doctor snapped. She met his eyes without flinching. "Because I've seen it before." They ignored her. Moments later, alarms screamed. The patient crashed. Chaos erupted. As doctors scrambled, the quiet nurse moved, fast, precise. She adjusted positioning, applied pressure in exactly the right place, and barked clear, calm instructions that cut through the noise. "Rotate him, now. Shallow ventilation only. Trust me." Something in her voice made them listen. The patient stabilized. Before anyone could question it, a thunderous roar shook the building. Windows rattled. Staff rushed to the entrance as a Navy helicopter descended onto the emergency landing pad, blades slicing the air with brutal force. Out stepped armed personnel in full tactical gear. "Where is he?" the lead officer demanded. "Where's our man?" the hospital administrator stammered, trying to explain protocols, but the officer pushed past him, eyes scanning the staff. Then he saw her. He stopped dead. Every soldier snapped to attention. "Yes, ma'am," the officer said sharply. The room froze. The quiet nurse stepped forward. "Status, critical but alive," he replied. "Command ordered immediate transfer. They said you'd be here." The mocking nurses stared, mouths open. Who is she?" someone whispered. The officer didn't lower his voice. "That's Chief Petty Officer Elena Reyes. Navy SEAL combat medic. Saved 6 men during a capsized extraction in the North Sea. Survived 48 hours underwater with 2 injured operators. Trained half our medics." Silence crushed the room. Elena removed her gloves calmly. "He can't be moved yet," she said. "Internal pressures still unstable. Give me 20 minutes." The officer hesitated, then nodded. "You're in charge." As she worked, no one dared interrupt. Her hands moved with lethal confidence, every decision precise. When she finished, the patient's vitals were steady. Only then did she turn to the staff. "I didn't come here for recognition," she said quietly. "I came because I needed a place where lives matter more than rank." Her gaze swept over the nurses who had mocked her. Not angry, just disappointed. The helicopter lifted off minutes later, carrying the patient, and the truth, with it. The next night, no one called her, the ghost. They called her, "Ma'am."